Hello and welcome back to Dead Space 3. When I last left off I was part way through the Greeley, I think it is, on an optional mission. Now, when I reloaded I was put back a little bit. Obviously I didn't realise, I thought when you saved it just put you back where you were, but obviously there's a checkpoint. Oh shit! Hello. I was trying to explain shit, I just wanted to open a door. But yes, as I was saying, I was put back to the start of this mission, so I was outside the Greeley. So I might have slightly different quantities of stuff in my inventory, but nothing's changed other than that. I think I can save a bit more ammo, because I remembered a trick. I'd completely forgotten about this until after I finished playing the last part. When you've got a dead necromorph like this, although apparently not with this one, because this one doesn't seem to work. Doesn't seem to be working, but you can rip the claws off dead necromorphs with the stasis and fire it back at other ones. I completely forgot about that. I don't know how I forgot about that, because that's how you do like the harder difficulties of the first two. That's how you can save ammo. You kill one and then you quickly rip the claws off it and fire it back at any others that are in the room. And it's such an effective method. And oh fuck, right, we've got the swarming enemies. They haven't shown up until now. They're fucking annoying when you've only got a plasma cutter and not like the pulse rifle. Hopefully there won't be too many of them, because I don't intend on picking up any other weapons. I know it might be shit, because it might ruin the playthrough, but to be honest, I just kind of want to where's the upgrade stuff? There it is. I just kind of want to really what upgrades have I got? Because that's rate of fire and my clip. Yeah, I'll put the clip on instead of the rate of fire. There's all this fancy new weapon upgrade stuff, and I could probably get into it, but I've just got this terrible fear that I'm going to create a gun that is totally useless and will screw me over. So I'm just going to stick with the gun that has got me through 2 Dead Spaces perfectly fine, and that's the plasma cutter. So I'm just going to make slight adjustments to this instead of creating a whole new gun. Probably safer. This looks fun. Let's remove that. What's this? I've taken the semiconductor out, so that does turn it off. Awesome. Any enemies in here? Doesn't seem like it. Let's grab this. Electric charge. Is that a thing that I have to turn? Yeah. Sounds desperate. And that's just repeating now. But I've got an office key. So now I've got to download the encrypted code. Oh, shitting fuck. I probably should have shot them, given that it's just done that. Oh shit, hello, there's loads of them. Oh fuck. Are they the new fucking infectors? Because if they are, that's fucking shit, because they're fucking much harder to kill than the other infectors were. And there we go, there's a demonstration of ripping the claws off dead ones and firing at the ones that aren't dead. Shit, reload, stasis, stasis them. Pressing completely wrong buttons. Nearly dead, just heal. I've got shitloads of health items. Well, these enemies are entirely annoying, but yeah. In amongst that carnage, there was a demonstration of what I was saying about the you can rip the claws off them and kinesis them back at the enemies. This is just a hunch, but perhaps I didn't remember about that because it wasn't quite like Dead Space 2 where they made you do that to start off. I quite like the way they do that. In Dead Space 2, I mean I did do a playthrough of it. Oh, hang on.
What is that horrible noise?
I think I pulled out something I shouldn't have.
The gravity plane is tearing itself apart.
Oh, this again.
The message is a warning to someone named Serrano on the planet's surface.
Did you find a way to decode it?
Yeah, the encryption key is in the office of Laura Ingstrom.
Oh, let me see if I can find it. Yes, here she is. I'll send it to your locator.
Lovely. They're doing the gravity plate things again. As I say, I've done a Dead Space 2 playthrough. Go back and watch that, you know, if you would be so kind. But yeah, at the start of that game, you don't have a weapon right at the start. The first thing you pick up to use offensively is the kinesis module. But handily, there are loads of sharp pipes lying around. So what you do is you pick them up with the kinesis and fire them back. And later on, I think there is even a point where you find, like, the recording of a guy who's died, and his recording is telling him that you can use the claws from the dead ones and shoot them back at them. So it's like, it's like special instructions telling you about that mechanic, and I'm getting fucking owned. Because I remember not using it in the first one. I remember playing the first one for ages. In fact, I can't remember whether someone told me. I think it was after the second one, actually. I remember playing through the first one for ages. Playing through it about 3 times. And then, when the second one came out, I played that. And it had this mechanic of ripping the claws off and shooting them back. So I went back to the first one and tried to see if you could do it in the first one. And of course you could. But because it didn't tell you, I had no idea. So I think it was poorly implemented in the first one, but I think this one, I think the second one they got it perfect, and I think this one they've poorly implemented it again. Although I assume they could be, you know, they could be making the assumption that people who are playing this have played the second one and aren't completely stupid like I am and forget about all the mechanics of the original games. Oh god, where the fuck are you? There you are. Rambling on quite a bit about this when I really should be focusing on not getting killed. As you may have noticed, I'm trying to stomp on them a bit more rather than shoot them when they're on the ground, because as you can see, I've got way more health items than I have ammo. So I'm trying to balance that out a bit by not using so much ammo, by stamping them instead. Maybe once it balances out a bit, I might switch back to just shooting them when they're on the floor. Damn it! Didn't mean to shoot the fucking pods. I swear to god, there's one behind me. Those aren't so bad because you can kill them in one if you do it properly. I just wish I'd have done it properly. Or I'd have been able to cut the pod off one of them and shot it back at them. That's probably the best way of doing it. There's a fair bit of shit in here.
Got it. Hey Santos, I'm sending you the decryption key now.
I see it. Hold on, I'll apply it to the message.
Hydrozetta.
Hydrozetta? Who's she?
Ah, you're assuming it's a person.
Could be the key to all of this.
I mean, I don't know, it's not, but I'm just gonna take a random guess that it's not actually a person.
Or maybe they knew something we didn't.
Might be completely wrong, but I'm taking a gamble. I'm gonna say right now, it's not a person. It's just something called Rosetta.
Isaac out.
Right, which way am I going, Isaac? Oh, back up this ladder. Presumably I'm leaving the, because I only just said it a few minutes ago. I think it's the Greeley. The name of this small ship. I think we're leaving this now when we're going back out into the, hub, as it were. To go to wherever the actual objective was, because this was just an optional objective. I don't even think I noticed that the first time round. I was a bit ill, and I don't think my head was properly in it in the last part I recorded. But yeah, there are optional objectives now in Dead Space. Fair enough. I mean, Yeah, sure. It's not like I'm not going to play them. I'm still going to play all the optional objectives, so it doesn't really make them optional. It just makes the normal game longer. But I did see another one around. Ah, there it is. Break you as well. And there we go. So yeah, rather than it having just a load of optional objectives, it's just going to make the... I just got to imagine that this is part of the normal quest, because... who misses the optional objectives, really? I mean, even if you're trying to do it quickly as possible because you just want to see the end, why would you not want to see the extra content of the optional objectives? I mean, it's not like it's an RPG. It's not like Skyrim, where optional objectives are just, you know, they continue on ad infinitum. You just keep getting extra ones. I mean, even the main quest ones, there's a shitload of them. It's not like that. When I say main quest ones, I mean all the ones you get achievements for in Skyrim, like the companion stuff and the Stormcloaks / Imperials. If you've not played Skyrim, this probably sounds like complete nonsense, and fair enough, but yeah. I imagine there's not too many optional objectives, there's just a can't think of the word now. There's just a sprinkling of them around to add as a new mechanic, just like the cover system. Which isn't really a cover system, it's just a crouching system. But anyway, we're on this ship now. Terra Nova. Let's get out. Right. Well, the airlock's this way.
Terra Nova. Which way to the shuttle?
Santos, you found the impound records. What did they say?
Only that the shuttle was decommissioned. They were going to pop it out.
Great, so basically nobody knows?
There must be more detailed shipping records somewhere. I'll take a look around the ship.
Heavy standard frame, fair enough. But yeah. Wandering around here with no clue where I'm going. That sounds wonderful. But we're in Chapter 5 now. Expect delays. I mean, surely they're not going to do it in the third game, given that they did it in the first game and then ignored it in the second game because it would have been too obvious. But I suppose it might have been a good idea to... can I upgrade any of this? Let's see. Yes, I can. What do I want to do? Armour. I can do hit points again, and I can do armour as well, so let's do both of them. I don't think I'll do air. It seems like you've got way too much air as it is. Let's do the kinesis damage as well, because I'm going to start using that a bit more. But yeah, as I was saying, maybe I should have kept an eye on what the names of the chapters were, in case they threw it in as a random thing of a spoiler being the initials of the chapters. Although I don't think they do that, because as I said, they didn't do it in the second game for the sake of, I think it would have been too obvious, because I think people would have been expecting it, given that it was the first game. I'm not even sure if I mentioned this in the first, in the playthrough of the first. I probably didn't, because it would have given away the ending. But yeah, the names of the chapters in the first game, the 12 chapters, if you look at the initials, it spells out Nicole is dead. Which obviously she was throughout the whole game.
Warning. Power reserves are on standby. Cargo functions are offline.
Fair enough. We're at the bridge. Is there anything interesting here? There's a message over here. Let's listen to this. Officer's logs. CDR Valerie Diet. We deployed the CMS Crozier today to take advantage of an opening in the cloud layer. During our first flyover, the crew spied an unusual mountain formation in the centre of a jagged crater. Lieutenant Metcalf was able to snap some pics of a series of snow-covered obelisks near the peak. The arrangement was chaotic as we'd expect from such a storm-ravaged planet, but the size and shape of each is nearly identical, like two tendrils intertwined. Lieutenant Commander, possibly, Busby, was overcome by headaches and blurred vision during the flight and had to be relieved of duty pending a medical exam. Fair enough. Right, what's up here? It's a box here with an upgrade circuit in, and I can't pick it up because my inventory is full, so let's just... I can't heal. Alright, I have got full health, it just looked like it didn't. What have I got that I can just toss? No, that's the wrong button. What button does it drop? Shit. There we go, right. I'll just drop that. I mean, this is obviously more important. Text log. Can I read this? Yeah. Transcript begin. SCAFISC 30692 CMS Terra Nova. Lieutenant Commander Sam Kettle, AD, Admiral Graves, requesting specimen transfer from planet. CMS Crozier and CMS Franklin en route. What the hell is going on? We're a resupply ship, not a zoo. Commander Valerie Diaz. Transfer confirmed. Sorry Sam, my hands are tired. Let's just make sure that the stuff stays confined to storage. Double up on quarantine checks. Transcript end. Because as everyone knows, when you try and keep something contained, it almost certainly does keep contained and doesn't break free and kill everyone. You know, because we've all seen... Right. Oh, there's a thing there. I was wondering where the hell I was meant to go then. I mean, we've all seen Alien. Well, I assume most people have seen Alien, and if you haven't, go and see it. It's a fantastic film. Also, one of the few films where the sequel's probably better than the original, so see Aliens as well, because that's another fantastic film.
Isaac here. It looks like our shuttle's in the aft section of the ship. I'm updating our locators now.
Okay, just tell me it'll get us to the nearest shipping lane.
If we can get it spaceworthy again. Judging from the diagnostic, it's a real piece of shit.
We can get it to work, can't we?
We're swimming in a sea of spare parts. I can get it to fly.
Yeah, sure. We'll make this work.
That's great that you can get it to fly. It'd be great if it worked in practice rather than theory and... Oh, I can't play. I preferred the first game where you could play space basketball. I want to play pinball! Damn it. I liked space basketball. Food schedule. Is there anything interesting on this? Most of it looks normal stuff. Is there any like random space stuff? No, they didn't put any random space stuff on that sounded funky. It's just sort of normal stuff that you'd expect. It's actually making me a bit hungry, so I'm going to move on. Well, that sort of padding in this room looks a bit suspicious. It's almost like it's a fucking solitary confinement room. Right, which way am I meant to go? Oh shit. Oh, hello. Luckily, these explosive barrels are here. Well, they're not really barrels, they're sort of... That fucking flew for miles. They're not really barrels, they're more sort of piping things, but yeah. I'm not even sure what they are. Canisters, I suppose, would be a better description of what they are. You still alive? No, you're not. Which way am I meant to go anyway? Obviously this way first, because, yeah, survival horror game. It's not the most survival horror game ever, but as everyone knows in survival horror games, you go the wrong way first, because that's where the sweet loot is. Dating back to, I suppose, the first proper survival horror game. It might not be the first survival horror game, but it's the first sort of major survival horror game. Resident Evil, of course. Although, no, it wasn't even, was it? It was Alone in the Dark. I've never played that, though, the original Alone in the Dark. I've played some of the shit recent ones. Waste of time, if you ask me. But, I don't know how mainstream the original Alone in the Dark was. I still don't think it was as successful as the original Resident Evil, so I'm just going to stick with what I said of the first majorly successful survival horror was Resident Evil. And, oh, what the fuck is that?
Wow. An old scavenger bot.
Is this a new mechanic, is it? Ah, right. What does it actually point me towards? Because I've got a radar, not a radar, a locator. What does this actually point me towards? There's a lot of boxes everywhere, but I don't know what this is trying to alert me to. Something here. Oh, is that it? No. Well, fuck, I don't know. Is there anything around here to give me a clue? So what I'm actually fucking... I suppose I could go around this way and maybe it's just round the other side. And like, oh, hello. Well, that's a tad freaky. I suppose the usual rule applies though of shoot for the tentacles.